Welcome to the CruiseAway show with Derek and Joe. Wonderful to have your company, and it's time to start planning your next big adventure holiday, and that's what this show is all about.
Yes, it is. We have the biggest cruise travel experiences for you with all the major cruise lines around the world. In this show, we roll out the red carpet for the most royal of welcomes with Cunard.
That's right, it's the Queens of the Ocean, with the cruise line that set the standard for everyone else, with nearly 2 centuries of heritage to call upon and an unrivaled experience on board.
And we'll be showcasing 3 stunning and romantic getaways. The first 2 on board Cunard's Queen Victoria, travelling to a rich mix of history, culture, momentous sights and glorious new discoveries in Europe, the Mediterranean and beyond.
And we're going to start with a journey on board Cunard's latest ship, the Queen Anne, with a special event voyage in November, heading to the starry skies of the Arctic Circle and in search of the Northern Lights, with a bit of a culinary superstar. Now, this 18-night trip starts on the 9th of November, flying over to London first to enjoy a 3-night hotel stay with English breakfast and English breakfast tea included for you.
Oh,
Wonderful.
Lovely. And it'll be so cosy at this time of year as well.
Yeah.
Being there in November, you'll be wrapped up in your winter warmers, and of course this whole voyage will be in the winter, so you'll have packed, of course, according for it. But there's loads of cozy little nooks around London you can enjoy, fantastic galleries, awesome museums, afternoon teas in some of the top spots. Then we've included your transfer to Southampton, where you will be boarding the one and only Queen Anne for 12 nights on this incredible cruise with Michelle Roux as well, who is a world famous chef. More about that in a moment, but first of all, let's feast our eyes on the newest, hottest, most exciting addition to Cunard's fleet, and the only addition to Cunard's fleet in decades, because it's very limited, the amount of ships and liners that they put out at sea. They focus on quality, not quantity, when it comes to Cunard. So it just feels like an esteemed privilege to be voyaging, not just cruising, on Cunard. And with the Anne, the design is very much focused on that traditional mid-century Art Deco vibe. From the atrium through to all the lovely lounges around the ship, you'll find lots of gorgeous glass and sculpture, intricate details, and also that traditional element of classic cruising, because we are talking about White Star Line, which recently celebrated their 180th birthday. So that's what the Cunard group is part of, the original cruise liners. It's amazing. But of course, we are cruising in the modern age as well. So you're going to have all of your, additions that we expect from modern cruising, including a lovely thermal suite, the spa, which has got loads of great fitness classes and a ton of treatments for you, and some of the best dining you will ever experience, not just at sea, but ever, because that is what Cunard is known for. And that's why, you have top experts like Michelle Roux wanting to cruise on board Cunard. I mean, Cunard has a rich history of attracting some of the biggest names in the world when they do their featured cruises. And we're going to be cruising out of Southampton. A couple of days at sea is going to see us into Norway, where you have got lots of lovely viewpoints to enjoy, including Runde Island, the Skansen Harbour as well, which is awash with those traditional coloured houses, of course. Absolutely fantastic. Next up, we are into Tromsø, and we actually have an overnight here in Tromsø, Norway. Now, of course, we're going to be cruising with the potential of seeing those amazing northern lights. So an overnight in port gives us an ample opportunity to potentially see the Aurora Borealis in the northern skies, which will be unforgettable. And the Arctic Cathedral is worth a visit as well. Next up, it's Narvik. We have another overnight on board here, encircled by dramatic mountains and icy fjords. An incredible place to see not only the mushy dog, so you can do an excursion out there, but the wild Arctic landscapes as well. Then we're going to be heading into Stavanger. Now, Stavanger is a port of pastoral houses and Viking history, and it really does capture Norway's coastal spirit. So you can perhaps enjoy an excursion through the frozen tundra of the fjords at this time of year, or just enjoy strolling from place to place. Now, here's what you potentially will be seeing and some of the experiences that are on offer in this part of the world with Cunard. Now, I'd always recommend, of course, booking your excursions in advance. You can head and do the traditional things in this part of the world. You can even stay in an igloo overnight, which I think would be absolutely fantastic. You have the potential of seeing these beautiful, colourful, vibrant skies, the Aurora Borealis, this light phenomena, which is just like nothing else, all whilst being on board and, you know, enjoying some incredible featured activities with Michel Roux, that famous chef, of course, because this is, again, a featured cruise. So there'll be lots of things on offer for you, talks and special dinners, for example, whilst having this as a backdrop, which is great. And you might want to take a flight over the glaciers and fjords, or you might want to book a special curated experience with a private guide. I mean, there's many things here that can make it special. You'll be then cruising back into Southampton, and we have included your transfer from the port back to the airport, which is great. So here is an overview for you, flying into London, heading to some of those incredible destinations which will be key for visiting the Northern Lights, all whilst experiencing the expertise of a world-leading chef, Michel Roux, who could at the same time offer you incredible live cooking demonstrations and book signings and so much more. This is going to be a really special cruise.
Oh yeah, I mean, of all the Cunard itineraries we could have chosen for you for this package, this just has pluses coming at you for every different direction. So for food lovers, tick, brilliant. For nature lovers, tick, absolutely fantastic. The chance of seeing the Northern Lights, fingers crossed. If you love London, maybe you've never been over to London before, absolute big tick there because you've got a lovely, lovely stay. This is a perfect combination, and you've got that wonderful glamour of a Cunard cruise on the latest Queen. Maybe you've been on others in the fleet and it's time to see Queen Anne. This is a great way of doing it. And again, with this being a special event cruise, normally there's a massive premium that comes with that, with any special event, any festival, especially if there's a celebrity going to be there. But hello. Look at this. Now this feels like a price you would pay one way or the other, either way, for a spectacular Cunard voyage. It doesn't feel any more, and it's a big, big adventure. And these themed event voyages, by the way, are massively popular. The last one of these with Michel Roux just sold out completely and utterly so quickly. And there are a number of these event cruises with Cunard that actually happen through the year, and they're always booked up so quickly. Now this trip you can book today with a deposit, and our team will just take care of the rest for you, including in this price the flights to and from London, the 3 nights hotel stay in there, and then you'll transfer down to Southampton to join Queen Anne for your 12 nights Northern Lights special events cruise with celebrity Michelin-starred chef and TV personality Michel Roux, who I'm sure you will have seen over the years as well on TV appearances all over the place. There are cooking demonstrations on board, there are Q&As and special dining events, very limited number dining events that you can enjoy, where Michel Roux has actually curated the menu for you as well. Now after your cruise, your transfer to the airport in London is included there as well for your flight home to Oz, and we take care of all of that in that price tag. As I say, deposits today will get that secure, and the sooner you book this, the sooner we can guarantee your place, because it will be a very special cruise. Here's everything that's included, you lucky people. I would love to do this. I have a healthy respect for cooking and culinary, and I think you could learn a few things from a cruise like this. It would be pretty special to do, you lucky things. Now actually, I did look at the date that your cruise actually comes back in to Southampton, and actually there is another cruise that you could take to have another week of cruising off to France and Spain if you fancy. Talk to the team about that, because that sounded like a nice little option. You can always extend the time in London if you wanted to as well. Again, that can all be tailored personally to you. You can make as many bespoke changes to your bookings with us here at CruiseAway as you like, and that's great to have that flexibility. But know that all the booking and all the arrangements are taken care by someone else, because at the end of the day, when it comes to booking those big adventures, I don't know. I don't know if I'm brave enough personally. I would rather hand it to the experts to take care of absolutely everything.
Yeah, because we have the experience, we have the connections, we've done the legwork, and all you have to do is speak to one of our very well-versed team to get that dream holiday booked. Anywhere you want to visit, it's on offer with us here at CruiseAway. So our next Cunard voyage takes us on board Queen Victoria for a journey through Italy and the Adriatic from the capital of Catalonia. Now, 22 amazing nights beginning on the 24th of July as we jet you off from Sydney to Barcelona to enjoy the warm welcome of the city and stay for 2 nights in a hotel here in the middle of European summer. That's beautiful Parque Güell in that footage, and the Sagrada Familia, of course, very famous architecture in this city. It will be buzzing with excitement in the summer. The performers along La Ramblas will also be fascinating. Then it's time to cruise out of Barcelona, right there in the centre of town, and we're going to be on board for 14 nights on the gorgeous Queen Victoria, heading to enjoy the wonders of Europe. Now, the wonderful thing about Cunard cruising, it is truly classic cruising at its very best. So think dressing up to the nines on a formal night, strolling arm in arm down the stairs. It's all part of the cruising experience. You can learn fencing on board. How fancy and bougie is that? You can do ballroom dancing as well, either to partake or just to watch, but they do have a proper ballroom, and it's a huge thing on Cunard. It can be tons of fun. Then the theatre, look how traditional and gorgeous this is. Oh my gosh, you could be there in one of those opera boxes with a glass of champers in hand, just thinking, this is the life. This is the life. Oh, the Winter Garden. This is a lovely place to enjoy your afternoon tea, which, by the way, afternoon tea is included every single day of your cruise. You could be having scones, jam and cream every single day at no extra charge, and maybe add a cheeky glass of champagne as well. Then when it comes to the thermal suite, as you saw pictured there, that's a great place to relax after your day in port as well. There's tons of incredible bars, including a traditional British pub. I mean, that's a really fun one to go and visit as well, and you can get some proper pub grub in there too. So steak and ale pie, that kind of thing, fish and chips, yum, in the Golden Lion. Now when it comes to your dining, every night you could be enjoying the main dining room. It's very grand and glamorous, the Britannia dining room. In fact, depending on where you're staying, if you're staying up in the suites, you'll actually have your very own suite grill as well. So there's actually, in the traditional way of cruising, different classes on board depending on what you book. So I love that because it does, again, it gives you that elevated luxury. I mean, it's just same really as booking economy versus first class. You are going to see a difference. But that could be, if you're celebrating something special, that could be on the menu for you. But yeah, I mean, Cunard really is living the life. And if you've always wanted to do it, if it's always been on your cruising bucket list, there is nothing better than experiencing the traditional way of cruising. Now, we are cruising out of Barcelona, and a day at sea is going to see us into lovely Salerno in Italy, framed by the sea and mountains. It's the gateway to the Amalfi Coast, and you might want to take an excursion along the serpentine roads to Positano, where you'll see those amazing pastel houses and gorgeous harbour. Next up, it's the beautiful Messina in Sicily. Now, this is Sicily's northern tip, and you've got Baroque architecture and tales of ancient empires. You can even go and see the catacombs deep beneath the city. We're into Corfu in Greece next, which has lovely olive groves, Venetian palaces, and those famous sparkling oceans, of course, which are Greece is particularly famous for. It's a lovely place to swim, actually. The beaches are superb here as well. Then we're into Kotor in Montenegro, and you'll sail in to a fjord-like bay here, which is fascinating, surrounded by medieval walls and soaring peaks. Now, you might want to take an excursion up to the ancient fortress, which is guided with an expert guide from the region. Then it's Trieste in Italy, which is an elegant crossroad of cultures, really. It blends Italian flair with a Hungarian grace. Yeah, experience an excursion to the Miramar Castle here, which is a fairy tale palace overlooking the sea. Imagine the photos you're going to get. Then it's Zadar in Croatia, which has these lovely marble streets with tons of history and fascinating tales of civilizations past. And if you take a guided walking tour around the city, it will really get you in step with that. Then we're into Dubrovnik, and this is known as King's Landing from Game of Thrones, actually. So also the Pearl of the Adriatic is what it's often called. You can head to the oldest pharmacy in the world, the Rose Pharmacy, where you can shop and learn about that. Then it's Valletta in Malta, a golden-hued capital steeped in knightly legends. So on an excursion, explore St John's Cathedral and the Upper Braca Gardens, which give you sweeping views over the Grand Harbour. We sail north once more to Italy's southern coast. Naples next, vibrant and passionate, the home of pizza. It offers a feast for the senses. Perhaps take an excursion to Pompeii, which is a frozen in time city beneath Mount Vesuvius. Learn about the 3,000 years of this history behind it. We're going to be cruising into the port for Rome, Civitavecchia, where we'll disembark. And we're going to have 3 nights in a hotel in the amazing Eternal City. 3 unforgettable nights. We can stroll cobbled piazzas, go to the Colosseum, the Trevi Fountain, all the hot spots, and enjoy some of the best pizza and pasta and gelato on earth, no doubt. And after all of that, we're going to be flying you back to Oz.
Love this. Every single part of this adventure is exciting. And the calibre of your cruising journey, well, it's not cruising, it's voyaging, isn't it, with Cunard, is something special. The whole thing is grand and elegant and varied. It's amazing. And I just don't know how our team have managed to do this with over 3 fabulous weeks of holiday for the price that is about to pop up here on your screen. I would be very, very quick to snap this up right now. You know straight away. I mean, 3 weeks, long haul, you know that is absolutely fantastic. And this is just highlight after highlight after highlight. So many varied and interesting ports: Malta, Croatia, Italy, Sicily, fascinating. So much more as well. In your holiday package, you've got your flights included, first to Barcelona, where we've checked you in for a 2-night hotel stay there included. And then your Cunard voyage, 14 fabulous nights, enjoying the most stunning surroundings, the service, the inclusion you saw on the video there, elegant luxury as you cruise. You end in the port for Rome. We've included a 3-night hotel stay in Rome, and then your flight back to Oz, all in this price tag. Here is everything that is in your holiday. And I would say to you now, if you've been thinking about this kind of experience, maybe you've even been pricing it up and looking at various options around about the same time of year. I mean, this is peak summer season in this part of the world. And that price tag does not say peak summer season to me at all. It's amazing. Listen, to find out more, call us today, toll free 1300 408 765. Get the deposit in today and know that it is happening. And it's not that far away if you think about it. In the grand scheme of life, that will come around so quickly. So grab it, because it will be a very, very exciting holiday as well. And, just go and read the reviews anywhere of life on board with Cunard. It is absolutely incredible. And here at CruiseAway, we have every single Cunard sailing. But remember, there are only 4 ships out there, so there are only so many opportunities. Grab them quickly while you can.
Yes, absolutely. Now, our final offer features a back-to-back cruise where you stay on board and enjoy 2 wonderful journeys in one holiday. This time, we're heading from Roman shores to Royal Shores. Over 33 nights in all, which begins on the 18th of September with a flight over to Rome. When you arrive, you'll have 2 nights to enjoy the city with an included hotel stay, which includes your breakfast, which is great. Now, this is a nice little tidbit of Rome just to allow you to become acquainted with the incredible city and what it has on offer, and the abundance of ancient archaeological finds to explore. Then it's to Civitavecchia, the port for Rome, the gateway for Rome for hundreds, and has been for hundreds of years. And you're going to be, for 25 nights, enjoying a back-to-back cruise on the beautiful Queen Victoria, which will feel like a home from home after 25 nights. Now, it's a wonderful ship that I've been fortunate enough to cruise on multiple times, and I have to say, I just really love the Cunard Way. It doesn't feel rushed. It doesn't feel in any way, shape or form that you have to do anything, but it's also seamlessly elegant cruising. You know, it's traditional, elegant cruising, but at the same time, you've got the modern edge of, you know, if you don't want to get dressed up for formal night, you don't have to. You can eat up in the buffet. You don't have to, again, adhere to traditional cruising standards, but the offers are there for you because it's what a lot of people that cruise on Cunard do always rave about. Now, when it comes to the day-to-day, when you're on Victoria, you're going to have lots of activities packed into your cruise. You'll get a full activity schedule from dawn to dusk, which will have everything listed on there from where to meet for certain sporting activities or ping pong or, you know, bago, shuffleboard, bridge meet, for example, through to, you know, an embroidery class or perhaps where you're going to go to a tango lesson, or you might find that the actors, the performers on board are going to be giving a very own class of their own. So there's just so much on offer for you. Oh, the cuisine, wow. Whether you're wanting a delicious steak, a slice of pizza, or a fantastic afternoon tea, it's all on offer for you in the very finest quality at sea on Cunard, and you could be eating somewhere different every night if you want to. There's a little museum actually that talks you through the history of White Star Line, which is so interesting. So we are cruising out of the port for Rome, and first up we're going to be heading into Rhodes. Oh, this is so interesting. Medieval walls, echoes of the Knights of St John. Take an excursion which explores the walled old town and the palace of the Grand Masters, where the stone towers watch over the harbour. We're next up into Cusadassi with its bustling bazaars and seaside cafes. Now also, this is your port to go and visit ancient Ephesus, where you can walk around this amazing marble avenued ancient city once graced by emperors. Then we have an overnight in Istanbul, which is fabulous, where east meets west. Istanbul does glitter with domes and history. During this stay, you can enjoy an excursion to Hagia Sophia and the Blue Mosque, and then perhaps cruise the Bosphorus at sunset beneath minarets and palaces. That would be amazing. Or do a Turkish bath. Then it's Piraeus for Athens, a city of myth and marble. Athens invites you to really walk the footsteps of our ancestors, and I think this will be so interesting to head on up to the Parthenon. You've got to take that picture up at the Acropolis for sure. That selfie, unforgettable. We're into Santorini next, with its whitewashed walls of Thira, the old town, against that blue Aegean backdrop. It is striking. You can take an excursion to Oia, which is a neighbouring town to Thira, for breathtaking views of the caldera. That would be my number one. Then Katakolon awaits. This quiet harbour leads to ancient Olympia, which is where the first Olympics was held in 7 BC. Amazing. We, have got so much on offer in this port. We re-enter the Messina Strait, which will take us to Civitavecchia, and this is the start of your second cruise, and this will enable you to have a nice little day, another day in Rome perhaps, or just nearby. Civitavecchia offers you some hot springs or a lovely town centre where you can enjoy cafes. Then we're into Palma de Mallorca. Palma is known for its lovely Gothic cathedral, but also fantastic beaches and hidden coves. You might want to take an excursion through the Tramontana Mountains to visit some great villages and panoramic views. Then Cartagena in Spain awaits, and this is full of history. And again, a lot of history buffs, I'm sure, will be drawn to this itinerary. You've got that ancient Roman amphitheatre, which is the beating heart of this port for sure. We are then into the fabulous Andalusian coast in Malaga, which is vibrant and artistic, and you've got the Picasso Museum. It's Picasso's birthplace actually, and Granada's Alhambra Palace is just a short drive away, so you can take an excursion there. Lisbon awaits, and it's the capital of Portugal, set upon 7 hills overlooking the River Tagus. It's a beautiful city, this one. Ride the iconic yellow tram on an excursion through Alfama and visit the striking Belém Tower while you're there. Then La Coruña in Spain is next, a city of lighthouses and legends. Now you might want to take an excursion to Santiago de Compostela, one of the world's most famous pilgrimage sites of St John the Baptist's grave is there as well. Then we're going to be cruising into Southampton, where you're going to finish the cruise, and we have included a transfer to London. You can have 3 nights in a hotel in the capital here, which is great. And being in September, you should still have a little summer weather, hopefully. But even if you don't in London, there's so much to do. Wow. It's just a fascinating and beautiful city full of history, culture and great cuisine. Now, alongside this adventure, you're going to be experiencing the poetry of the ocean, from the mythic Messina Strait to the storied Dardanelles. So you'll get to meet those 2 continents together, and you'll get to, glide past whitewashed isles and lovely headlands and deep blue horizons on this adventure. So it will be quite the seafaring story for you, all while visiting these amazing ports. What a brilliant trip this is.
It's just got so much, I don't know where we begin, and we're about to run out of time in the show. So what I will say to you is, if you've been following those 2 incredible cruises, oh my word, you've got so much to look forward to. You've got 2 incredible city stays here and the Cunard stamp of quality and sophistication on board Queen Victoria. And this is so, so great. Our team again have negotiated for you the most incredible price tag. Remember, you are doing a double cruise here over 25 nights on board with Cunard, 25 nights of that glorious royal glittering treat, and a deposit today will secure this amazing negotiation that our team have done with Cunard to secure this price for you. When you consider that you have got, well, it's over 3.5 weeks of voyaging with Cunard, exceptional value for money. We have secured savings here of up to, well, it's the best part of $3,000 per person is the potential saving on this, just by our group buying power here at CruiseAway. So we include for this price your flight to Rome, the 2-night hotel stay there, then that 25-night double cruise voyage on Queen Victoria to the Greek Isles and Turkey, and then on to Italy and the Mediterranean before ending in Southampton, where we transfer you up to London, the capital of the UK, to enjoy 3 nights in a hotel there and your flight back to Oz as well. Still for that incredible price. And look at the number of nights that this holiday covers. It is crazy, and you should grab the deal as quickly as you possibly can, because for over 25 years CruiseAway has been doing nothing but negotiating the very best prices, the very best value that there is there in travel with all the cruise lines out there. Here's everything that's included. You lucky people. The travel, the grandeur of being on board with Cunard as well. It's such a lovely experience. It's there's a day and night to Cunard as well. Daytime is as casual, as comfortable and as easygoing as any other cruise line you could ever wish for, just with that upper level of sophistication, that caliber of everything. And then in the evening, it becomes a real grand affair every single night. And that doesn't mean you have to get dressed up to the nines every single night. That just means that what is on offer for you is the big, the bold, the beautiful, and lots of different choices as well. Some more low-key than the others. It might just be a quiet cocktail in a bar before bed. It might be the big production show and dancing until the wee small hours. It's all there on Cunard for you to enjoy. It's all about quality.
It is all about quality, and it might be that you just kick back in your stateroom in your robe and order some room service and just sit out on the balcony, and watch a movie, because all of these things are an option for you when you're on a cruise. I love that. But you have to experience Cunard once in your cruising career for sure. It is unforgettable, and it's unlike anything else. It is so traditional and fabulous, yet with, like we've mentioned, the modern edge as well. So treat yourself. It's just a phone call away to make this happen. Give us a call, speak to our team, we'll get it locked in for you, and you will love every moment.
Of course you will. Thanks for your company so much. We will see you soon to CruiseAway again.
Mind how you go.